carbon and its compounds with respect to Lewis dot structure. So we have already known in the previous video with respect to the covalent bonding, that is single, double and triple bonds. So how these bonds are formed. So the same bonding we will be showing in a different way, that is the Lewis dot structure. So we need to understand that to form a structure, that is lone pair, to obtain an octet, they need to share their electrons. So going on to Lewis dot structure, let us understand more about it. So what does Lewis electron dot structure say? So it describes the bonding of atoms, the number of bonds in between, that is it might be single, double or triple bond, and the lone pairs means the pairing that has been left out in the bonding of atoms to obtain the octet configuration with respect to the electron dot structure. So coming on to the next slide. So what are the steps involved in it? So initially I had been telling you about the valency and valence electrons with respect to the atoms. So what it is, like with understanding the valency only, all these dot structures we need to draw. So what does the first step say? So we need to understand the total number of valence electrons that is present in a particular molecule. Say example, water molecule, carbon dioxide, etc. So it is like calculated by adding the individual valencies. So we are going to add the individual valencies of an atom and also to bond them with dot structure. So you can see that if a molecule is an anion, so extra electrons, so anion is negatively charged, so it needs an extra electrons. So negative, whatever is negative, I have already told that it will take the electrons from the other atoms. So it needs another electrons or another atom to obtain the electrons and become octet configuration. So here electrons are added to the Lewis dot structure. So next coming into the cations. So we need to understand that cationic molecules, they are positively charged. Positively charged means they are going to give their electrons or share their electrons. Hence, electrons are subtracted from the total number in order to make up a positive charge like Na+. So you can see that the least electronegative atom that is made in the central of the atom is of a molecule or an ion. So atoms are now connected via a single bond. So single bond can be made either by sharing their atoms or electrons, that is either they are going to give their electrons or take the electrons from the other atom, or they are going to share with each other. So that is what we can say from the next slide, that lone pairs of electrons are assigned to each atom belonging to a molecule. So here the lone pairs are assigned to most electronegative atoms first. So electronegative atoms are going to take the electrons from the electropositive atoms and they are going to obtain the octet configuration, that is lone pairs will match up with the other pair of atoms to form the octet configuration. So once these lone pairs are assigned, if every atom does not have an octet, again if it does not obtain an octet, a double or a triple bond, see a single bond is not formed, then a double bond or a triple bond needs to be formed to form an octet configuration or to satisfy the octet valency, that is 8 number of electrons in its outermost shell. So if required, a lone pair, that is lone pair, so lone pair, a pair means 2. So we can understand that when lone pairs do not reach the valencies of octet configuration, it can be converted into double bond or triple bond. That is what it is told. If required, a lone pair can be converted into a bond pair in order to satisfy the octet rule for two different atoms. Either it can be from single bond, it can be converted into double bond and triple bond, but finally we can say that double bond and triple bond can be broken down and it can be converted into single bond, but once it is single bond, it becomes saturated and further no bonds can be formed. So continuing with the slide. So let's see some examples now. So Lewis structure with respect to carbon dioxide. So we can see here that two atoms of oxygen and a single atom of carbon combined together, they will form a molecule of carbon dioxide. So central atom will be carbon. So you can see that two oxygen atoms, it can be placed on the either side of the carbon. Carbon will have 4 bonding as I had shown in the previous video. So you can see that 4 bonding and oxygen. So to obtain an octet, we can see that carbon has valency of 4 and oxygen has, that is 2,6. So it has again valency of 2. So you can see that oxygen contains 6 valence electrons which forms 2 lone pairs. So 2 lone pairs from each atom of oxygen, so they can be combined with the carbon. Hence the carbon and oxygen will have an octet configuration. So it is bonded to only one carbon atom, so it must form a double bond. You can see here O2, so it forms a double bond. So continuing with, we can see that carbon is bonded to oxygen and also to another oxygen atom. So it forms a double bond here. You can see that 2 pairs of oxygen and carbon combined together, they will form an octet configuration. So it contains 4 valence electrons. So resulting in 0 lone pairs. So you can see that lone pairs are not there here. So finally this forms, see it is double bond means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there also you can see that 8. So it forms an octet configuration. So you can see that it is doubly bonded to each oxygen atom. So here you can know that, so carbon 6 is 2,4 and oxygen is 2,6. So you can see here that oxygen, so it shares 2 electrons with the carbon and carbon shares 2 with it. So togetherly they share 4 electrons. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 of oxygen. So already 4 of carbon and 2 from this oxygen and this oxygen. Togetherly they share and it forms carbon 8. And oxygen here also you can see that carbon of 2 electrons and oxygen 2 electrons combined together, they are going to share their electrons. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So you can see that oxygen has double bonded to carbon and carbon is double bonded to oxygen. So you can represent it this way, dot structure or in the bond formation. So coming on to the next. So it's we can understand that the next example is oxygen. In the same way, carbon dioxide, we had carbon in between, but for oxygen there is 2 atoms of oxygen that needs to share their electrons. So again you know that atomic number of oxygen is 8, so it will be 2,6 and they need 2 electrons to complete the octet. So they are going to share their electrons and they become octet configuration. So as I told, an atom of oxygen contains 6 electrons in the valence shell or the outermost shell. So 4 of the valence electrons exist in lone pairs. So lone pairs, 4 of the electrons exist. So implying that oxygen atom must participate in 2 single bonds. So they need to participate to form either 2 single bonds or a single double bond in order to attain an octet configuration. So since there are only 2 oxygen atoms, so you can see that they need to form double bond only. So resulting in the following Lewis dot structure. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of this oxygen and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the next oxygen. Here there is a sharing of electrons. So it forms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and imagine that these are dots and also bonding. So double bond means they are going to share 2 pairs of electrons. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. So that forms the oxygen double bond Lewis structure formation or you can see that O2 formation. So next, coming on to Lewis structure of carbon monoxide. So it's very simple now. So oxygen you need not take. So carbon first, you have the 4 bonding there. So then you need to apply there that carbon monoxide molecules, it consists of 1 carbon atom and 1 oxygen atom. So how are you going to form now? So you need to see that carbon atom requires 4 electrons to obtain octet. So here, whereas oxygen requires only 2. Then how are you going to make sure that carbon and oxygen will have a stable configuration or octet configuration? Just we'll see that. So we can see that here they are going to form triple bonds. So what is here is oxygen is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 of carbon and 6 of oxygen, they will form a bond here, that is 1, 2, 3 of 1, 2, 3, so 6 and 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. So this is how there is a triple bond formation. So the valency is satisfied via donation of 1 lone pair of electron for bonding with oxygen here. So it is carbon will donate 1 electron to oxygen and they are going to share their electrons and obtain octet configuration. So the resulting Lewis dot structure forms a triple bond which connects to carbon and oxygen atom, each holding a lone pair of electrons. So that's all about this video. We'll be continuing in the next topic with the same carbon and its compounds. Thank you all for watching.